Hey there. So today I just want to talk about indexing. So how to easily grab data from the Block Explorer and be able to manipulate it or do what you want with the data in a much more readable manner than just using the Block Explorer. So this can be, over time, since Genesis, aggregating data, doing whatever you want to do to really understand what's going on with different protocols. So here's an example of a transaction which emitted different logs. Um, you know, it logged total 6 records here, but each of these has an address. So basically, what it's saying here is with the USDC, there was a transfer from an address to another address, which essentially means that because it was a mint of a position, so this was a mint of a liquidity position. Um, Tokens were transferred from the minter to the pool. So this is the pool address. And this is the value of how many tokens were transferred. So this is in 18 decimal points. So that's needs to be formatted. Same thing here. So we have a USDC that was added to the reserve pool there, and a USDT that was added to reserve pool there. But what's important to note is that in order to filter these logs and put them into your database, you need a contract address, you need the event signature, which is just the type of the data, not what it is. And then once you match that first topic here, so you have 3 index topics at most, but topic 0 will always be the event signature. And then we can extract the topics 1, 2, and 3. So this is the from, which is the address, to, which is the address. That can be matched with your ABI. And then the value, which all these 3 can be kind of decoded for more readable purposes. So, I mean, for a more, understanding of how you do it from a coding perspective, let's just say from a pool ABI, you have, swap event, which you want to capture and put into your database. So swap event here is essentially, there should be a swap event once a swap is made. So there's essentially no swaps here that's made. So we're gonna actually go to another one that's, let's just go mint, right? So there is a mint function, a mint event, which is essentially when a position is minted. Here you have all you need to create your event signature. So you can look at the transaction that's been done, or you can just look at your ABI. So you have, address, int24, and that's essentially what I'm doing here when I go for the mint function. So if I look at the mint function and then I look at the filter, the ethers.id hash is hashing the function without spaces and all the data types. And then I'm also including the range of the blocks, so from and to. So the to block, I put the most current block, and then the pool contract address, which is what is being minted on. So this is the pool address, which is emitting the event. So from there, once you have that, you can just essentially do essentially a waiter provider. So this is from the ethers library .get logs, and then filter mint. So the filter mint is essentially what we put together this object before that we were just talking about. Once you have that, we can do a loop. So within the period of time of all the mint positions that we have, we essentially slice off the first one because that's the event signature, and we've already matched that based on the get logs. Then we will get the address, which is essentially the first topic that we have. So that's this one right here. And then the second one is the tick lower. So here, tick upper. And that's what we're just really doing is we're just decoding it based on the data type and taking it and storing it so that we can then upload it. So once we have the object that we want to upload, including what the transaction hash of it was, the timestamp of that transaction, we can just upsert it into Supabase. So that's really what I'm doing here is I'm upserting data into Supabase. The Supabase, I'm creating a table. You can see an example in the README of a table, which is essentially a PostgreSQL database, and then we upsert all the data as the events are emitted into the database. So there you have it. Take a look at the GitHub repo. See how it's done. We'll just quickly do a mint on Ginseng Swap since that's what it's being linked on. So let's just say I do 10 USDT and 10 USDT here. I'm just gonna quickly mint it, and I'll show you how it's actually, indexed on our database. So I'm gonna confirm this mint of the position, and it's actually good. Once every 1 minute, it's gonna fetch the increase of liquidity. So this mint of a log is also an increase in liquidity event, because not only are you minting an NFT to represent the position, you're also increasing liquidity on the pools itself. So you'll see this increase one for each. So you can see that there's a transfer that's detected. Essentially, the token has been minted to this person, which is me. Right here, I'm logged into this one right here, 2022, and then there was a liquidity that was transferred, that was detected. So the USDT and the USDC moved on to the pool address, and then there was a mint and increased liquidity. So there's various events that were emitted that we're tracking here and then storing onto Supabase. So that's it. For more details, definitely take a look at the GitHub repo and look through the README, and feel free to ask us any questions on Discord as well. Thank you.